Benita Charles, the singing diva. I'm going live here in New York with another episode of Singing Tips. So, here we go. Periscope is coming along. How's everybody doing today? All right. Go together. All right, here we go. So now I am broadcasting in Periscope and Facebook Live. So this is Singing Tips with me, Benita Charles. I'm here live in New York. And last week I did my first episode, so now here's the second one. So last week, to give you a recap, the tip was to start singing. And I hope that you guys started singing or thought about what songs you want to work on. And also start singing, but as well, work on the lyrics, because it's very important to connect to the song. And that way you can get a feeling of what the song is all about, so that when you perform, the song is a part of you. So to give you an example of that, I had a gig this past Thursday, and I did exactly that. I worked on the lyrics first, and I got to know the song, and then I worked on the song, so that when I performed the song, it was a part of me, and I was able to actually perform it. I wasn't thinking about lyrics. I wasn't thinking about, well, what do I sound like? I was really thinking about the song. I wanted to convey the message. And the client told me that she was very happy with my performance. So that let me know I did my job. So that was tip one last week, was to get to learn your songs and to work on the lyrics. So this week's tip is to warm up your voice. It's very, very important for vocal care. I know sometimes you don't have time to warm up your voice, especially if you're performing. But if you're practicing, I think that you should always start up with a warm-up. And that's exactly what I did today. I warmed up my voice first before I started singing. And also a bonus tip to that, it's always good to practice with an easy song first. So after you warm up your voice, you practice with an easy song. Now, I recommend a CD that I got online from a jazz vocalist. She's an international recording artist, jazz vocalist, Jay Clayton. And she has a jazz vocal warm-up. So I wanted to give you a demonstration.
Here is exercise number 1.
Ma me mi mo mu, 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 ma me mi mo mu. So that's just an example of some of the exercises. It's a really, really good vocal warm-up. So you can find it online. You can Google it. I'll have the information the next time. But it's a really great, I highly recommend it. And you know what I find, that the more you use it, the stronger your voice gets. So it's an excellent vocal warm-up. So that's this week's tip. Warm up your voice before you sing, especially when you're practicing. But I know sometimes when you're performing, you don't have a chance to warm your voice up, but it's very, very important. So I have a couple of special announcements to make to you. First, I created an Instagram account for my singing tips, and you can find me on Instagram at BCM Sings. That's it. Sorry. But it stands for Benita Charles Music Sings. And it's amazing. I put it up last night, and I already have like 20 people following me that didn't know me. So just from these singing tips. So it's really cool. Hey, I got some people joining. Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm actually broadcasting live on Facebook and Periscope at the same time. So if it looks like I'm looking in different directions, that's why. Hi everybody, I'm so happy you joined me. Just to give you a recap of what I was talking about. This is Singing Tips by Benita Charles. I started last week. My first tip last week was for beginner singers, if you want to sing, to just start to learn songs and, pick some. I say start with your favorite songs because it's easier to learn the things you like. And to work on the lyrics first. And I gave example of what happened to me. That's exactly what I did. I had a gig this past week, and the way I approached it, I started with the lyrics first, just to get to know the song and have the song be a part of me, so that when I went in my practice studio and I practiced, I didn't have to think about lyrics. So the client was very happy with my performance, and I think it was due to the fact that I prepared. And I was able to perform the song, and I wasn't thinking about my lyrics. I wasn't thinking about what I sound like. I was thinking about the message. I said a special prayer before I sang, and I just said, Lord, just please help me deliver this message. It was a beautiful song. I don't know if you guys know the song I Am Light by India Ari, and that's the song that the client wanted me to learn. And I'm going to tell you something. That song, I think it's from her first CD, Acoustic Soul. You really need to listen to that song, because the lyrics of the song is I am light, and she says I'm not the color of my skin, I'm not my race, I'm light. We are divine. And if everybody, I think you should listen to that song every day, because to me the message of that song is all these things we worry about, we are divine inside. We shouldn't worry about anything. We are beautiful. So I'm telling you, I really enjoy learning that song, and I'm definitely going to put it a part of my repertoire, but it was incredible. So that was last week's tip. This week's tip, again, is warm up your voice. And I gave a demo of Jay Clayton warm-up. Jazz vocal warm-up is what I use, and I love it. I'll give another demonstration, another exercise that she has.
Exercise number 2. Keep it short and light.
Ma, 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 ma. So it's things like that. And it's really, really nice. It's a great CD. It has 2 parts. And you can Google her, Jay Clayton. That's Clayton. She's a jazz international recording artist and jazz vocalist. So I think it's awesome. So this is for vocal care. So I just want to give you a little bit of background of what I'm doing. So this is called Singing Tips by Benita Charles Music. And my dream for this is to help beginner singers. I had so many people come to me, and they want to know, like, how do I be a singer? I want to be a singer. And so this series is just helping people go from ground zero, and I'm going on this journey with you. We're going to start from the very beginning, and the very beginning starts with the song. It starts with your talent. It starts developing your talent so that you can get gigs, so that you can be, if you want to be a recording artist or whatever you want to be. But it starts with your talent first. You got to be able to sing. You got to be able to bring it. So that's what I want to do with this series. I want to help you go from the very beginning. And it starts with you learning these songs and having these songs be a part of you, so that when you perform, you can perform it and touch people's lives. And that's what it's all about. And that's what music does. That's what I love about music. And that's what I love about singing, is I'm touching people's lives. I know when I hear a great song, it makes me feel awesome. So, but yeah, so anyway, the whole purpose of this is to help singers go from ground zero to however you want to take it. And the idea, I don't know if you guys, did you see Get On Up, the James Brown story? I'm telling you, hey, I said, hey cousin, Get On Up. That was some movie. To me, it was totally underrated. That was one of the best movies. The actor, he should have got an Academy Award. But anyway, James Brown said something in this story where he said, "This is show business." Show business. And it's funny because I've always focused on the show part. Like, I've been performing since I was 12 years old, my first solo performance in church, so it goes back. But I was always afraid of the business part. Like, I just didn't feel comfortable with business. And I was trying to figure out, what is it about business that I don't feel comfortable? But I think sometimes with business, it can be kind of cold, and I didn't like that part of it. But you know what? Let me tell you something. The business part, I would say, is 85% of it. So if you don't have the business part down, you can hang it up. And that's when it took me a long time to learn that. So I'm in the process now of focusing on the business. So I feel like I have the show part down, and I'm working on the business. So I feel like with this journey with Singing Tips, I'm going to take you on this journey with me. Right now, we're working on the show part. So we're working on your songs. We're working on getting your talent together. And then we're going to eventually focus on the business part, because that's just as important, probably more important than the song. I mean, you got to have the talent, but you also need to have a good head about yourself. So let's take this journey together. This is Singing Tips. I'm Benita Charles. I have a little tag, Performing Diva, bringing joy and inspiring others through music. That's me, Benita Charles. So a special announcement for Singing Tips. I have an Instagram account. It's BCM Sings. So that's my Instagram account. You can also find my regular Instagram, Benita Charles, of course. Also tonight, I will be singing live with Preacher Man and the Revival. And my stage name with that project is Motown Mama. So Motown Mama is inviting you to come out to the Shrine tonight in Harlem, Uptown. If you're in the New York area, come on and hang out with us. It starts at 10, free show. But let me tell you something. It is a show that you need to be there. You have to experience Preacher Man. I'm telling you, he is phenomenal. And the energy in the room, every show, I'm telling you, I walk in there a lot of times, I'm feeling bad. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I get on that stage and I hear that music, and I'm telling you, it transforms you. I see people in the audience, and they are just like entranced. And when we're done, everybody feels good. So come on out to the Shrine tonight and just feel good. Get up in the water and get wet with Preacher Man and the Revival, Shalimar. And if you don't know what Shalimar means, you got to come to the show, because he explains it all. But I have some good news. If you're out of town, or your schedule doesn't permit, we're going to live stream it. So you're going to be able to see it on live tonight at 10 p.m. I'm going to give you the address. I wrote it down for you. See. Can you see it? I can't see that you can see. liveamp.com/shrine. That's livamp.com/shrine. I think I'm going to also put this on my Facebook page as well. So come on out to the Shrine tonight, because it's going down. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Singing Tips with Benita Charles, and I'm so happy. Oh, God bless you too, D-Love. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is awesome. I'm just thrilled that I can do this live in Facebook and Periscope. If I'm looking in different directions, I'm still trying to get this tech stuff together. But I'm glad to be here. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you tonight at the Shrine, or I hope you log in and see us live at liveamp, livamp.com/shrine. I'm going to post this everywhere. But thank you for joining me. I hope you find this helpful. And if you know singers, if you know any singers, beginner singers who are looking for tips, just refer them. I'm gonna put this on. This will be online so they can look at this. I'll be back next week, and I'm gonna take this journey with these singers, and together we're gonna make some good music. But I want to get them prepared first. So thanks everyone for joining me. And I see. Okay, cuz you're gonna be streaming tonight. All right, now I'm gonna hold you to that. But I hope you have a blessed weekend, and look forward to seeing you again. I hope you like this. Let me know if you like this. Put something on my Facebook page, or check me out at Instagram, BCM Sings. That's my singing tip Instagram, or my regular Instagram is Benita Charles. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.